Hi, I'm Jackson Spencer, and today I want to talk to you about The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown. Now, the story of The Book of Doors is that of a young woman who discovers a book that can turn any door into a gateway to any other place of her choice. I'm sure you can imagine the possibilities, as does she, but she very quickly discovers that she's not the only one aware of the existence of this book, and that there are other books of similar kind, but with different powers, that are also in the mix. And as she tries to escape the villains that are after this particular book, she also discovers allies in places that she didn't imagine, and she comes to grow as part of this adventure, and we follow along for the ride. Now, the characters of Book of Doors are pretty classic, but at the same time quite original and intriguing. Cassie is the lead character. She is a lover of books, fairly quiet. She works in a bookstore and is not one to go on wild adventures. But as she discovers the Book of Doors, she is forced to look into the curiosity that motivates each of us to consider what this kind of power can do. And as she does that, she digs deeper and deeper into a world that forces her to push herself beyond her comfort zone, become stronger as a result, and overcome her limitations in ways that even she couldn't imagine. In her adventures, Cassie is helped by her sidekick, Izzy, who's a bubbly, extroverted character who helps Cassie overcome her doubts and pushes her into places of courage that Cassie didn't even know she had. Very often, Izzy gets in trouble as the reason why Cassie has to take risks. But at the same time, they team up very, very well to explore this world and go deeper within it. And as such, Izzy makes for quite a lot of fun along the way. Then there is Drummond, who's the mysterious man who has a secret past. He is the survivor of a massacre that we know very little about, but that we discover progressively. And in this book, he embraces a certain power that he once had and kind of refuses to embrace again, but is forced to in order to protect not just the Book of Doors, but other books with similar powers that we discover along the way of the story. Drummond is quite a cool cat, and he's believable because he's not too cool, nor is he too able in trouble. But he's just that far ahead of the game that he gets most of our heroes out of trouble in the nick of time and pushes the story along quite well. Then there is the woman. Now, the woman is the villain of the story, so evil, so hell-bent on taking pleasure from inflicting suffering that she is not even given a name. Her origin story actually comes within the broader story of the book and is very cleverly woven into the time aspect of this book. And I won't say too much more because I don't want to spoil it for you. But this woman is truly the embodiment of evil, and in such a calm and controlled way that she is even scarier than any kind of ugly monster could ever be. This is as much sci-fi as it is thriller, and the sci-fi element comes in the form of a relationship with time, a relationship of books with time, and that's all I can really say. Now, more broadly, if we're looking at the world of this book, this is one where books have power. And I think most of us eager readers want to believe that books have power, that they can transport us to another world, that they can inspire us to do better things. And here, books take on this concrete power of being able to change the world around the characters to the point that we want to have a go at these books. We want to be experiencing what these characters go through. And I think that's the most beautiful thing that can happen in a novel, where you want to be part of that story. It's a delicate world to weave, again, because of the time element, and yet you're never lost. You always know where you are, you always know what's going on, and yet you're always surprised by where the story takes us. And that's, again, a testament of very, very good writing and a very smart construction of plot for the reader. So in short, The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown is a wonderful debut novel that I highly, highly recommend. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe. I'll post more of those as I chew through the ever-expanding library that I'm ruining myself to build. And I hope that you can share in those passions with me.